Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're back with the George King Talks. How you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Just wanted to say we have a good panel on tonight. A good, good jokes, good laugh. We just wanted to carry on. We'll come back to Susie afterwards because there's a video that I saw the other day, and I believe that this is a few years old, if I'm not mistaken. So I just wanted to play you, and we're going to discuss this video.
Welcome back. One final point before we go. First, we had transgender. And women who identify as men, they claim, the opposite gender of their birth gender because they feel they are trapped inside the wrong body. As a society, we accepted this. Then we got transracial. Rachel Dolezal, the white woman who pretended to be black and even led a chapter of the NAACP until she was exposed and thrown out, she claimed she wasn't pretending to be black. She is black because she feels black. She's a black woman trapped in a white woman's body. She's transracial, she says. As a society, we accepted this for the most part, except some liberals who claimed transracial is a thing, but Rachel Dolezal doesn't qualify because she's an imposter and a liar, and imposters and liars aren't entitled to their feelings or their identity. There's more. After transgender and transracial, we got transabled. Yeah, this one's really messed up. Physically healthy people who feel they should have been born disabled. A man in Great Britain cut off his arm because he felt like an amputee. A woman in North Carolina poured drain cleaner in her eyes because she felt blind. Transgender, transracial, transabled. Guess what's next? A grown man posting an ad on Craigslist wanting a nanny because he identifies as a baby. You can't make this stuff up. Ridiculous? Perhaps, but who's to say anymore if that's how he feels? If a man can be a woman because he feels like one, if a white person can be a black person because she feels like one, if a healthy person can mutilate herself because she feels disabled, if a grown man can be a baby because he feels infantile, where does this end? Can a child be an adult because she feels like a grown-up? Can a teenager buy alcohol because he identifies as over 21 years of age? Can a grown man attend kindergarten because he identifies as a 6-year-old girl? Can a child spend the day at doggy daycare instead of school because the child feels like a canine? If not, why not? If a kid can be transgender because he feels like a girl, who are we to tell a child he must attend school or obey his parents or refuse him a beer when he orders one? You can't have it both ways. If children have a right to parents providing for them, and a man identifies as a child because he feels he is a child trapped in an adult body, and if we're playing by these twisted, disordered, ridiculous rules where illusion and emotions trump objective truth, aren't we violating his rights by refusing him the love and care and financial support every child deserves? Just something for liberals to think about before they push the boundaries of identity politics past the point of no return. When you sacrifice objectivity and reality like transgender, transracial, transabled, transspecies, transaged, you get cultural absurdity. And we promise to cover it every step of the way because it has only just begun. And that's my final point tonight. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. If you liked the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, guys.
George is a tricky one, mate. We're going to piss a lot of people off.
Firstly, I don't want to touch on the trans side of things. I just want to focus on really the last segment of that show kind of thing where they're talking about the woman blinding herself because she felt she was blind, she should be blind, and the one cutting his arm off because he felt he should be disabled. The guy identifying as a kid, and then the whole load of that mishmash right at the end.
Can't you just put it under mental health?
Well,
right, because that to me is nuts.
It is, but then it is crazy, man. I mean, like, you believe you should be blind. What thought process is that?
Yeah, but do you know what? Let's say you're born blind, yeah, and I don't know what. I wouldn't know where to start, right? But if you're born blind and you go through your life like that, fair play, right? Why would you want to do that? I mean, is there like a financial reason to that? Do you get more benefits for being blind? If you chop your arm off, do you get a disabled? You get a blue badge. You park your car. It ain't worth chopping your arm off, is it? I don't get it. It's nuts.
No, but
I don't think it's logical.
But technically, you would be right now. If I chop my arm off, I'm now disabled.
No, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
and disabled.
But you're an idiot.
A disabled idiot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm disabled though.
But I would, do you know what?
Only
though?
on that. So I'm not
If I
saying
was-
it's right or wrong. I'm just saying you would technically be
Right.
that.
If I was a geezer giving out the benefits, right? If I'm the mush that says, right, you can have that, you look, and this fella here ain't got an arm, there you go, mate. There's a spare arm there for you. You can put that one on. There's your benefits, whatever, blah blah blah, and you're nothing wrong with you, right? You can go work with everyone else. You can do whatever, and you chop your arm off. I'd say, well, you're an idiot. You ain't getting nothing.
Yeah,
That's what I would do anyway.
That's if
Put me in
you
charge.
could.
Surely-
But you have to. There's a box you tick. You
But
haven't
you
got an
can't
arm.
tick it, you chop your arm off.
Right, but now I'm still disabled, so
Yeah,
it
but-
depends. It does. If there's a clause that says if you self-mutilate yourself to a point of disability, then you're not entitled to it because it's self-inflicted. Then yeah, but that isn't in the clause. I'm pretty sure. So if you go in and you're blind,
So
you're
is that-
blind, so you'll get the same benefits as another blind
I know
person
that,
or an
but
arm.
is that
chopped off.
is that why they're doing it?
No,
I don't know. No, it just sounds like a mental illness,
It's
like you said.
definitely
Yeah.
a mental.
Yeah.
It's something mental there,
100%.
you know.
Yeah.
It's no way near. And today, actually, we have a semi kind of professional psychologist, so she can give an opinion where we normally give our opinion, which is a lot different from the professional opinion.
I don't know if it's different.
Well, I mean, in your professional, Susie. In your professional opinion, do you think there is something wrong in their thought process?
There is some mental illness there, definitely.
So
For
what?
someone to physically blind themselves or cut a limb off just because they want to be seen as disabled.
No, it's not that they want to be seen as disabled.
They want to be disabled because,
because
they,
they believe-
feel
yeah,
that they are
yeah.
disabled. Yeah, that's a mental illness.
And what about the man identifying as a baby and needing a
that's
nanny?
just-
That I
that-
wouldn't trust.
But they're trying to push it through as like
they are.
children identifying as adults and
Well, let's just
Yes,
say
of course.
and
they
adults
are.
identifying as children and allowing paedophilia to go
Yes.
through as there's a name for it called
minor attractive people.
Yeah.
MAPS. Is that what
Yeah,
it's called?
MAPS,
MAPS.
yes.
Yeah. And these minor attracted people. This name, this title that's been given to them, mate, they're paedophiles. No matter what title you give them, they are paedophiles. They fancy children. They want to do things with children, which is wrong. Please believe it is wrong. You know what I mean? And they're trying to pass it as a law of this identity for it to be accepted. And I think it's already kind of happening in America, if I'm not mistaken. From what I've seen, like they've got these little pockets of these maps
Yeah.
in all around the different states.
Well, like pocket map. I was waiting for Rob to say it. He's like,
Yeah, but I don't joke about kids.
You
mate.
know?
I have got a fucking limit.
You know what I mean?
it wasn't
And-
about kids. It was about
No,
the maps.
it's,
About them,
no, but yeah, it's cool, it's cool.
I think they're
That
just
was funny,
trying
though.
to make it more acceptable,
Yeah,
saying
but no-
that they can't help who they're attracted to, like a gay man can't. But it's
That is paedophilia, if I'm not the definition.
yeah,
What, you can't put gay and paedophilia in the same fucking
no, but
box.
that's what they're trying to do.
No, I know they're trying to say that, but
It's their identity,
if you
and that's
if you're
how
a
they feel.
nonce, if you're a nonce, you're a nonce.
I know that.
Right? Don't go near kids. I don't care whether you are or not. Fuck off. Don't
Yeah.
need to know. Don't need a flag. You don't need a label.
Yeah.
You're just a nonce. It shouldn't be maps. It should be nonce, shouldn't it?
Apparently,
Right or not? If you've
and-
got kids, it should be fucking nonce.
mate.
Anyone with kids should feel like well, I get word. Sorry.
No. It's I just don't. I can't believe from that clip, and this is all America based, man. This is all what's happening in America, and like,
Is it though, George, or is it right across the world?
Well, no. It starts from. There's a point. You know what I mean? And there are darker forces.
But there's a lot of stuff
Right.
from America. We're getting influenced all the time from America. All the stuff on the internet because it's
American.
English speaking. It gets brought over like it's like that's the norm.
All
and
the
then,
crazes, them
yeah,
TikTok crazes,
and it's like
stupid
wait a
shit
minute,
like
it's
that.
not the same in this country. It's different over there.
Yeah.
Whatever they're experiencing, and then it's trying to be associated or afflicted to our scenarios in this country, and it's just like it's
and then
not the same.
eventually it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then now it is because they make it a thing, and then it's like, oh, maybe we didn't. And it's like, no, it wasn't a thing till you said it was a thing.
And then it's Germany, and then France, and it's only them staunch countries like I don't know, like I think we talked about it last time, like Russia, for instance, Africa, for instance, they ain't putting up with stuff like that. They're like, no.
China wouldn't do it.
No, China, yeah. You know? And so it's like, it's spreading from the west to the east, you know? It's only a matter of time before these ideologies reach further east, you know?
It's hard when you compare it to that, though. Like, it's like Russia and China kind of like, if you go against a state, you're going to get locked up. Versus, you've got freedom of speech, but now we can't say anything, even if you identify as a person that finds...
There is no freedom of speech. I've said this before in a rant.
I dare say someone's going to complain about what we're talking about. So
for what? I mean...
you can't say shit about nothing.
Mate, I don't understand.
We can sit around this table, right, and we can talk about things, and or not, we don't offend each other. Right? I might not agree with what you say, you might not agree with what I think, At the end of the night, we say goodnight and we fuck off.
Yep.
Right? And then we come back. But the world ain't like that. It's full of snowflakes.
Mate,
it just...
The only thing that they're going to find offensive is the truth. The truth, we haven't... The subject matter was that video. And we're discussing that video. So there should be no reason for anybody to get their knickers in a twist. And even if they do, it's like, grow up. Do you know what I mean? Get off your sensitive high horse. You know, we're not saying that. We're just debating what we've just heard.
So, all right. So is it normal to put bleach in your eyes?
No, it's not normal.
Right, so that's not normal. Is it normal to cut a limb off?
No, it's not normal.
Right, no, it's not. So why is it that they want to be treated like normal people, normal, disabled, blind, whatever, you know, why do they want to be treated like that? Why should they be treated like that? Why can't we just say you're a fucking idiot?
Because that's
and not be slammed for it.
Because it will be solely directed. What person? All right, but let me put it like this, Rob. What person in their right mind would want to do that?
Nutter.
No person. Right. No person. Now, what person in their right mind would want to do that? Nobody. Right. So therefore, when they've done something like that to themselves, the government is going to look at them and say, bruv, sister, you know what? You definitely got something gone upstairs. So under the Mental Health Act and under mental health illness and under mental illness, they will get what benefits they will get and more, because it's not just a disability of an arm missing or you're blind because because you're not right in the head, and you need treatment for that as well.
I don't think it's about that.
Do they even get that in America? It's not the same kind of system over there.
No, they just let them rot, innit? If you got,
if you're crazy, you go under the underpass with the other
crazy
nut jobs, and you'll hallucinate.
So if you're American, only cut your arm off if you've got health insurance.
Yeah, really well.
Otherwise, you're going to bleed out.
With a claw. Not the basic.
My arm off.
Yeah, not the basic.
A self-choppy army of claws.
Make sure you get that before you get your arm off.
If you're going to blind yourself, get someone else to fill the paperwork out.
It's just disgusting, isn't it?
And if you're right-handed, don't cut your arm.
But this is what I'm saying. Like,
that was about it being accepted, though, by the government.
Stranger?
That it's okay.
Exactly.
See,
so they're not saying you're crazy.
No.
You're saying the government's saying they're crazy, but the government's going, oh, yeah, you identify as being disabled. Yeah, you're right to do that.
Yeah, so how far does it go? This is what they're saying. It's going to go on and on. And
this is what she was saying.
The scary thing, isn't it, really?
Exactly what she was saying on the video there, that, you know, with these guys, look, as adults, do what you want to do. I've said this a million times before. If you identify with whatever you identify with as adults, cool.
Also,
but you've also heard me say before that leave the kids out of it.
Leave the kids out of it. But let's look at it from another side, the side of the fence, right? Let's say you're that person that's going to cut their arm off, right? And you haven't spoke to anyone, or you haven't, you know, you've got mental problems up there. You must have to want to chop your arm off. But if you don't get help before that, if you can imagine wanting to do it, if you put yourself in that frame of mind.
Yeah. I hear you.
To them, it's normal, right? Let's just say that. But to everyone else, I still don't get it. But I'm trying to see both sides, because no one else is fighting the other side corner in here at the moment. We're all ganging up on one arm mush, and he can't fight. He's got one arm.
One arm.
Do you know what I mean? It's got to be. I can't get me around it. I'm trying to put the other side across.
It's difficult because you're not in that state of mind. Enzo, sorry, dudes.
Go down to the line of
Enzo in the mic, please, bruv. But I've got to tell you, Enzo, we're coming to the end of this segment, and we'll come back because, sorry, dudes. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in a sec. Yeah.